Hey, what's up, guys? Today we're gonna be doing another video on the motorized bike, and as you can see, there's a little bit of oxidation on the bike that'll come off easily. But this is more about this video is about winterizing your bike, getting ready for the winter. If you're gonna ride in the winter, if you're gonna store it, stuff like that. We do have a performance head that I probably will put on in this video, or I'll probably do a separate video on that. But so yeah, what we're gonna do is we're gonna paint all this down here, get this all nice. Gonna lube the chain up, oil it because it's very rusty, and clean it up because there's a lot of garbage on it. But yeah, so in this video that's what we're gonna be doing. So I made a little checklist, and from there we'll go down. It's like 3 things, but as I go, I'll think of more things. So yeah, we'll start on that, and then yeah, we'll get to it. So let's do that now. All right, so here's the checklist part of it. We have the tire pressure, the fuel, and grease, and wash the bike. So check the tire pressure before you ride, obviously, if you've been storing it for a while. In the winter, I probably wouldn't leave them flat. Put the air in them. If you can, leave the bike off the ground so there's no flat spots in the tires. Then the fuel, just make sure all the fuel's out of the gas tank, the carb, and then put oil down where the spark plug goes, and maybe crank it a few times without any gas in it, and just let the oil go around the cylinder. Then you could store it. Make sure the gas tank's pretty dry, and then grease everything. Grease obviously the cylinder. You can, if you're gonna store for a very while, maybe outside. I mean, I probably wouldn't leave this thing outside, but you can oil the slide on the carburetor, and then obviously the chain, maybe the clutch too, you could do. And yeah, so that, and then wash, obviously you're just gonna wash the whole bike off, stuff like that. But yeah, so this one we're just gonna fix a few odds and ends up because it's winter time by me. And yeah, so let's get to it. All right, so the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this Kickstarter, or the kickstand. I'm gonna take it off, and so I can put a crate underneath here, and I'm gonna try to spin the wheel, and oil the chain up. And it's very loose, super loose. Here it's pretty loose too. So what I'm gonna do is I'm probably going to move this back a little bit, just so it tensions up, like that's how you want it to be, but it's like this right now. You want it to be like that, maybe a little tighter, but that's perfect. So, and I think that's why I'm actually having a little bit of issues with running it. Sorry, this is dirty. I've had a little bit of issues running because the chain has been I've had this, I think, fall off once or twice because it's super loose back here. So, and you see there's no grease on it. Usually my fingers would be black by now, but, and yeah, we're gonna paint this all up, get this all done. So we're gonna take this thing off, and yeah, and then we're obviously gonna clean this all up. I'm gonna store this inside for winter. You probably should do this if you're gonna store this. Probably store it inside. If you're gonna store it outside, I put a tarp over it, make sure it's covered. But or you can store in your garage, shed, stuff like that. And you can see, this is a cheap fuel filter, so I'll probably change that out. The fuel line is pretty soft still for staying outside. Probably just this throttle right here because it's coming out. But I might have a new spark plug I have to check, and we're gonna try to start it up at the end of this video. I'm gonna put a new head on it. That's gonna be in a different video. Put the exhaust, the old the F2 thruster video. I'm made a video about that. And yeah, so we're just gonna touch up some things, sand some things, paint them, make sure there's not a lot of rust. And yeah, so let's do that now. Alright, so we're going to take the, God, why can't I think? We're going to take this, oh my God. We're going to take the chain tensioner, there you go, off, and we're going to move it just a little bit, and then yeah, so we're going to see if that fixes our chain problem, which it should. And then I might check this before I take it off, or just unscrew and slide it. But yeah, so I'm going to do that. These both bolts are a 14 millimeter. So what I would do is I take the 14 open wrench, and then I take my sockets. I did a 14 millimeter socket. It doesn't have to be deep or anything, just like regular. 14 millimeter I would take. And then from there, I would put it on impact. And where's my impact? Put it on the impact. And then I would just, I mean, it's actually frozen enough that I could just loosen it like this. And then I would just be able to slide it just a little bit. Alright. I think right there. And then you want to check, like look from above and make sure that it is straight. Alright, that looks good. Just want to make sure it's in line with everything. And just tighten it all down. Just like that. And now our chain problem is fixed. Now we just gotta oil it, and obviously if it's too tight, like this is a little too tight, over time it's probably gonna loosen up just from like the wear and tear, normal wear and tear. But this chain is also very rusty, so it is like stiff in some parts, so that's probably not helping it. But we're gonna put it up on a crate and spin the tire and just oil it up. It should be good. Alright, so it doesn't turn out, I don't have a crate available right now. So what I'm gonna do is I have this WD-40 rust release penetrant spray. I'm gonna use that. I know it's for like breaking up like bolts and stuff that's rusted, but I'm gonna use this and a toothbrush, a very dirty one. Obviously don't use this for brushing your teeth when you're done, but I'm gonna spray some on there, and then just literally just like brush it on. I'm gonna spray some on here too. I'll spray some in here, spray some on here. You probably should have like a rag too, like underneath when you're doing this, but you know, you can spray some in there if you want, and just start brushing. I mean, it's probably not effective at all, but it's good for like the side chain and stuff to get rid of all that rust. But you know, just do that. Just start brushing it. It's probably gonna take a little while, but it's good to get in there. It's gonna do something. It's better than nothing. It's better than just letting this thing rust. Too, the rust is gonna probably not go away. It's gonna be there, but this will help with it. Just keep doing that. So I'm gonna sit at it for a little bit, keep doing it, and then we'll get back to you when we clean this and spray all this. I don't know if that's in the frame, but yeah, right there and there. But yeah, so let's do that and we'll get back. Alright, so now we're gonna clean up this area, and I started cleaning up the engine already. So we're gonna spray paint these because these are pretty nasty. And then yeah, we're gonna put the F2 thruster exhaust on there, and tires are a little flat too, so we'll inflate them to the right PSI, and then clean the bike, and then yeah, we should be able to try to ride this today. We'll see what happens. But yeah, get back to it. Alright, so just real quick, while this is drying, I went to go pull the spark plug off, and this is what it looked like. It's running pretty rich, but it's better rich than lean, because you never know, if it's too lean it could lock up because there's not enough oil lubricating. But yeah, so I'm gonna pop up a picture right now, and what's supposed to look like. If it's too lean too, I'm gonna put like a little chart. But yeah, so this is it. So we're gonna put some oil down there, spin it a little, make sure it's still a spark, because this thing hasn't ran in a while. So I don't think I'm gonna clean the car, probably not, so because it's empty. But yeah, so while this is drying, we got this going right there, sorry, that going. So that's all good down there, and now it's time to work in this area. So let's do this and we'll be good. Alright, so next, while we're still waiting for this to dry, we did lean this up a little. All you gotta do is just turn the screw a little bit to the left. And so yeah, so this throttle, I don't have the full throttle response. I have to pull, it goes a little, then you get some gas when you finally go. But so what we're gonna do is we're gonna loosen this up a little to make it higher, so it sits like that. So it sits in like right here, wherever it has to be. And then yeah, we'll be good. And so we're gonna adjust that now, and we'll see how it goes. All right, we got them pretty much dialed in. It's basically almost screwed out all the way. But yeah, we really don't have much of a, like, forgot what I was gonna say, delay. So that's good. So that's done. That's done. This was the major issue. I don't really care about the rest. That's done. And yeah, so I think that's it for this video. I'm gonna be making the head's gonna go on in a separate video. And yeah, so stay tuned for that video. And yeah, see y'all in the next video. Peace.